Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Second Time Lucky Mining channel. You'll probably notice that I'm not in my usual location, and that brings me to the topic of this video. I managed to find a Senscap M1 helium miner locally, so it's relatively close to me, so I'm actually going to go and pick that up now from a self-proclaimed scalper. So let's see how that goes. I'm a couple of minutes early, which is not normal for me. Generally speaking, I either get lost or struggle to find a person's homes when I go and pick up a second-hand GPU, so that is great. But I just realized that I was so excited to join the People's Network that I forgot to take a jacket or umbrella. So it's a bit drizzly outside, so I might get wet doing the deal. For those of you that have been following the channel, I actually do have a Bobcat Miner 300 on order, but after looking at the batch updates or when they are shipping, on what orders they are shipping at the moment, I realized that, you know, they are only shipping orders from last year June, so I'm probably not gonna get my Bobcat Miner anytime soon. So I thought to myself, okay, cool, let me just indulge the scalpers for now and to get my foot in the door to start learning about how to mine helium. So that's really why I'm out here today, trying to get this scalped Senscap M1. So it's obviously not my first choice, but it gets me learning. So let's see how it goes. All right, deal done and dusted. What a great experience. When you think about a scalper, you think of this horrible person, but it turned out to be a super nice guy. I spent a lot of time in his house talking about cryptocurrency, the mining that he has done before, what is he doing now, which coins are he investing, what is he doing with NFTs. So it was actually a great experience. And I almost forgot that I had to pick up the actual product. So this is what I got. So as you can see here, this is the Senscap helium miner, the M1. It's still in the foil, so it hasn't been opened, so that is great. You sent me the invoices, so I do have that, and then I can obviously see how much I've been scalped, which is not great, but you know, it's still I really wanted the product, so it is what it is, and at least he's making a little bit of money on the side as well, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. You also actually sold me a antenna. So this is a McGill microwave 5.6 dBi antenna. So I don't have a cable for it. So I now need to go and try and find a specific cable for it, because that is one thing that I have looked at is the reviews on the Senscap miner. The antenna that it comes with standard is absolute garbage. So I'm looking, I wasn't anyway looking for an antenna, but I picked it up from this guy as well. So anyway, let's go and find a cable and see what it looks like. Back at home in my usual spot. Probably need to be taking that Christmas tree down, so that's probably going to happen tomorrow. It needs to happen tomorrow just before I get back to work. But as I was driving back home, I was thinking more about being scalped and how do I feel about it, and you know, is it going to be worth it at the end of the day? And again, the experience was actually quite good. Was not what I expected at all. The person that I bought the miner from, he was actually a great guy, and I can see myself easily having a beer and discussing crypto, mining, NFTs, coins, all of those type of things with this specific person. So experience-wise, you know, it was actually a good experience considering I got scalped at the end of the day. But the second question around, is it going to be worth it? And as I was driving, I was thinking, well, I can actually measure that. So it's not subjective at the end of the day. So what I'm planning to do is between today, and again, I'll probably not be mining any helium today, but between today and when I actually get my Bobcat 300 helium miner, I can actually measure how much helium, or what's the amount of helium worth that I've mined between that period, so that I can determine, you know, if the 400 Australian dollars, so that's how much I was scalped, was actually worth it. So in US dollar terms, that's about $290. So I can actually measure between today and then when I get my Bobcat miner, whenever that is, I really don't know, how much helium have I mined in that period. So that's what I'm planning to do, and I'll keep you guys posted. So let's have a look at the actual product in the box. As you can see here, I haven't opened it, and this is not going to be a great unboxing. I'm sure there's lots of YouTube videos out there on the internet that does a better job than I do around that. So if you are new to helium mining, I would encourage you to go and have a look at Coin Bureau's video on it. I think he does an excellent job of explaining new projects, coins, what they're about, and what's the economics specifically around the coin. So I'll definitely leave a link in the video description. Now let's go and have a look at the actual helium miner I'm showing. Let's go peel this bad boy. Look like it's got some instructions. I'll definitely go and read that. Let's open it up a little bit further. Seems pretty straightforward. There is the actual helium miner, there's the garbage antenna, and there's the power specifically for it. So it seems very straightforward. I mean, helium mining is not sexy at all. It's not like GPU mining where you've got this big fat power hungry GPU that makes noise, gets hot, and you need to touch it in all the right places for the overclocks to get the best hash rates out of it. So these helium miners are quiet, energy efficient, so it's not as sexy, but it's still fun to participate in the network. Looking at it, as you can see, it's a bit fat. I think that is the LAN port. There's the aerial or for the antenna. As I mentioned, this is the garbage antenna, so I'll give this a go until I open up or I get a cable at least. So it's the power brick. Interstring that I quite like is USB-C, so that's always nice to have. That's about it. There's nothing else in the box. It's just the helium miner, power cable, and then the garbage antenna. That's about it. Looking at the antenna that I got from the scalper, there's this box here. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, this looks like heavy duty. It's got a massive connection there for a cable, so I'm not sure how that is going to work. That and this one definitely looks different, or a lot smaller, so I have no idea how this is going to work, but I need to get a cable that obviously connects in there and then goes in there. So I'm going to be hunting cables. I'll probably be buying the wrong one the first time, or I'm 100% sure I'll be buying the wrong one. I definitely have a habit of doing that. Anyway, so this is the antenna that I talked about. So as you can see there, if you look at the code, I think that's where it says it's a 5.6 dBi antenna. It's got a bracket. There's even some wall-mounted brackets in there, so in case I want to stick it on a pole, which I think is the ideal, or that's at least what I've read. Anyway, so let's go and set it up. I'll probably not take you guys through the setup because as far as I know, there's a lot of particulars around the location that you are. Alright guys, so here you can see the normal mining rig. There's my gaming PC, a little bit of a temperature monitor, and then that's exactly where I've got the helium hotspot miner. Sorry for the glare. So it's a sunny day today, as you probably can see in the temperature. It's what does it say, 26 degrees, so it's fairly hot. Let's quickly see what is it in Fahrenheit. So what is that, 80 Fahrenheit. So this is on the first floor, so facing the window, so it's probably not the best spot, and this is the standard cable, but that's just what I have until I get a cable for the other antenna that I've got. Anyway, let's jump into the computer and have a look at what it's done so far. Okay, so here we are on the computer, guys. So I can see I've got my daughter here next to me. She's quite excited to see what am I doing. And I'm not really going to discourage curiosity, at least in the helium space. So looking at it, you can see here I'm in the Helium Explorer. I've obviously taken my personal information out to make sure I'm not getting personal hate mail delivered to my house. But looking at the actual data, as I mentioned, today is a day after I've installed the device. So the transmission scale is 1, which I'm assuming is good or okay. It's green light, so it should be good. Syncing status, and this is the piece. It's currently still syncing, so I'm not sure how long this takes. I've heard a week, maybe 2 weeks, so we'll have a close eye on this. I'm surprised I'm actually earning anything, so it's just less than $1, which I'm actually quite happy with. So hopefully this increases, or we'll keep an eye on that for sure. And then I've done 9 beacons and I got 3 witnesses so far in the day, so I'm quite happy with that. But like I said, this is only the start for the channel, Helium Mining. I'll learn a lot more through the process, and hopefully you know, it gets better as soon as I get the second antenna or the different antenna installed. That's it for this one, guys. If you've liked the video, please like it and maybe consider subscribing. If you didn't like it, please specify in the comments what you would like me to change. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.